Passengers leaving by Egypt Air, flight number 132, leaving for Alexandria by Aswan. Kindly proceed to boarding gate F32.
Okay, well what's happened is we spent the day in Cairo Airport and it was very chaotic when we got here, with about more than 500 convoy members arriving on coaches in the early hours of the morning, and a lot of confusion as to what was going on. And a lot of members have left now because they had flights and they bought flights and were moved out of the airport. There's about 25, maybe 25, 30, few more people here still. And what we've managed to get from the British Embassy, we've had Neil Hulbert come down to speak to us, and he did some investigations for us today to try and find out what our status is and trying to get that clear. And what he's been advised by the Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs is that the Egyptian authorities have informed them that we are being deported from Egypt. That was verbally, they've been told that. They've also been advised that we will only be allowed to leave Egypt via Cairo Airport, and until such times as our flight departs, we will not be permitted to leave the airport building. They've tried to gain, well, they have gained assurances from the Egyptian authorities that those in the airport will be given access to water, food and medical attention and toilet facilities. What they're saying is they can't prevent local authorities from deporting a British citizen, and they can't get involved in that process. But we need to be cautious because that's a statement that was made verbally, and we don't know if that's definitely a form of deportation. I've spoken to people that have got home already, and there's no stamp in their passport, and you know, it could be that they change their minds in the next couple of days, especially with the fact that people are going to be here for a couple of days. If that's the case, it might be that the authorities see that everyone's very well behaved, decide there's no risk, and decide to change the decision. And what Neil's clarified there verbally was that rather than it being a formal deportation, it's a transit. It's a transit.
Yeah.
We're in transit, that's what our visa was, and so that's what they brought us here to take us out of the country, and that's what our visa was.
Until that time,
I don't think we're going anywhere else.
We're virtual prisoners.
Yeah. We have to be responsible for arranging our own flights. It's not like a formal deportation that we would have in the UK, where you're kept in the immigration centre, if you like, until your flight, which they've booked and paid for, gets given to you, and then you get put on it. It's not that like that.
No Yarlswood here.
There might be one outside, which you don't want to go to. Yeah. I guess theoretically, yeah.
So how long would they put you in this type of detention centre before they did actually put you on that type?
I really don't know. What I have heard of in the past is somebody who got stuck airside in an airport for at least 3 months. But this didn't happen here. So yeah, it's up to you how long you can last living in an airport, really.
Anyway, we've all individually found that we're more or less prisoners in this place today, one way or another.
We are.
We couldn't move around much.
We can't move around apart from with an escort, and we can't go out from airside unless we're to buy a ticket with an escort.
Yeah.
But you can do that, and they've just said we can possibly use Wi-Fi in Terminal 2. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the people who are left at the very end, really. I guess it'll be really boring for them. Because I'm meant to be leaving tomorrow morning, and some people are leaving in the early hours, so the group size is going to dwindle.
Some of us are leaving in the afternoon,
yeah.
Myself included.
I mean, what I need to do is probably give everyone my email address so they can send their formal complaints to me, and then I'll try and coordinate them.
Well, thanks. I guess that just about sums it up for the moment.
Just about sums it up.